What's up, everyone? I just got a set of new tires, so I am about to swap out my tires, which are tubeless, and put in a new tubeless valve. Not gonna lie, it's my first time doing this, so hopefully we'll learn together. Doesn't seem too tricky. So I currently have the 650B 48mm Gravel King Panda Racers, which have been great. I love these tires. They've been really comfortable, especially with big loads. On trickier terrain, like in the Marin Headlands and down in Ramona, in San Diego, and all over Lake Chabot. Been a great tire. One thing that I have noticed with them though is even with the heavier load on sort of slippery, tricky ascents, my back tire slips out. I have a buddy that has the same tires and he has the same issue as well. But other than that, been really happy with them. I love them. I just think it's time for a change. So I went with the 650B 47mm WTB Ventures. Just more of an all around like grippier tire. I want them on both front and back. These were also, the Gravel Kings were also really good on the road. So, but I'm not really using those for roads. I have my 740mm for that. So these are going to be more for, you know, technical terrains and stuff like that. So let's get to it. Hopefully I won't make a mess, but let's see how this is done. So first, gotta let the air out of the tires. Got the two rims here, two wheels. They're a bit of a mess, so I'm gonna go ahead and clean them up real quick. So just give me a second to clean them up. Okay, got them all cleaned up. They already got the tape on there, which is nice. Hence the tubeless setup already. So now we just got to take off these valves. I believe this thing just unthreads.
This was actually a lot more difficult than I anticipated.
Yeah, I was getting a lot of leaking from inside of here. And then my valves wouldn't work.
Whoa, kind of scared myself there.
Okay, valves are out.
These tubeless Muc-Off valves come with 2 aluminum presta valves, 1 set of locking nuts and rubber O-rings, 1 valve core and removal cap, some stickers, and 3 different types of rubber inserts to fit the wheel.
Okay, now I think we're ready to put the valves on, see if they work. We'll see. These are kind of neat because you can put a 5mm Allen in the top here to tighten this down instead of wrenching on it, which is way better. So we're going to give that a try. But first we need to make sure that these gaskets look good. When you tighten it down, if you see this sort of bulging out, that's not good. You want it to sit snug and not be pinched or looking disformed in any way. It's never good with the gasket because gaskets always wear down, and if you're putting a lot of pressure on them, it's just going to make them wear down faster. So a little trial and error here, so we'll see. Jam this thing in there. Yeah, it's long, alright. So I'm checking to see if it's pinching out weird. Yeah, it's popping out. Yeah, let me give you a close-up of that. See how it's popping out? Kind of weird, it just smushed out. I was watching it. And that smushing out there is gonna create issues later on. So we want it to fit snug. I had a feeling this thin one wasn't gonna work. So I'm just holding onto this nut with my hand. It tightens down pretty easily, actually. You don't need a wrench at all. I'm always quick to use a wrench because I'm a plumber, so tools are easy for me. So the last one had this square option kind, and that thing was leaking. So I don't know. I'm gonna try this other one, this sort of thicker pyramid, this thicker pyramid style.
Trial and error at its finest. The second one was way worse.
Yeah, the first one didn't look that bad compared to this one.
Well, third time's a charm. Okay.
Okay, got the valves on. I think they're pretty snug, honestly. They're definitely not squirting out like the other two did, so. All right, now we're ready for wheels. Okay, wheel time now. I feel like this part's gonna be tricky. My dog is dragging his butt on the floor. Okay, I feel like this part is gonna be tricky. So bear with me, we're in this together. All right. All the extra valve stuff. I'm sorry if I keep turning my back on you. I'm new to this, I'm figuring it out, but it's all good. Okay.
It wasn't that bad. A couple tire levers and my trusty tire glide did the trick.
Woo, tire glide, saved the day. Okay, now we're gonna try something different here. We're gonna experiment. So, we're gonna fill it up with CO2 first to get the bead to seat, and then we're gonna pump it up with a regular pump afterwards. I feel like you run the risk of exploding sealant all over yourself by hitting it fast with CO2 first. So we're gonna get the bead to seat, and then we're gonna pump it up with a regular pump. We're gonna leave the valve stem out to give it plenty of open airflow. Yeah. Definitely heard the bead snap, which is what you want. I always use this little protective sleeve. I get burned enough at work, so let's not freeze my hands. All right, I think we're good. So now we're ready for the goop, the sealant. Oh boy. Oh boy. This stuff is real messy. Luckily I'm in my garage. Oh boy, oh boy. Okay. I'll have the cleanup crew come later. Right now we're working. Okay. Got that in there. Clean that up. Okay, looking good. Now we're gonna put the valve stems back in. Okay. So now we're gonna try to just pump it up with the standard pump. We got the beads already set, so we shouldn't be worried about them popping off and squirting sealant all over us. So we got the front tire here. I'm gonna pump that one up to 35. That's pretty good. It wasn't fully seated on the bead yet. Professional. Now we're just gonna check for leaks real quick. This tire's looking good. Okay, there you have it. Tubeless tire change out. Went from the Panda Racers to the WTB Ventures 48mm to 47mm. Change out the tubeless valves. Went pretty well. First time doing it, so I hope you all enjoyed. Please subscribe if you like this sort of stuff about learning how to do things with me. I'm learning how to do it. Honestly, feel pretty good. Feels smooth, not too loud. I think these are gonna be fine for both on the road and on the trail. Hopefully better on the trail for sure.
Thank you for watching, and I appreciate you.